Hey guys, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be updated every time I make a new video. Thanks, let's begin. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian and I am the horror show host. And today is Friday the 13th and I have a special film lined up. It is a film that was directed by the original director of Friday the 13th, the original. It is Deepstar 6. And this is my Blu-ray review for its release from Kino Lorber on Blu-ray. Blu-ray. I can't talk today. So let's dive right into this Blu-ray, its special features, the transfer, my overall thoughts on the film, and we'll have a good time. If I can actually record my whole video this time without stuttering or someone talking in the background. Let's begin. So for the special features on this Blu-ray, first off I gotta say, this is a packed Blu-ray. And I'm happy about that because I did have a DVD release that was pretty bare bones. So, the first special feature is an audio commentary with director Sean S. Cunningham and visual effects supervisor James Isaac, or Jim Isaac. And I think he died recently or a little while ago, which is sad. But what else is sad is this audio commentary. They talk every 3 to 5 minutes, and it's about frivolous stuff. Like, oh, I remember the set that day when we worked on this film. Oh, I remember that scene. That was cool. They talk very sparingly, which it's really annoying, but I did find out that the C-Track, which was one of their bases, was built in a trash can. A dumpster, if you will. But other than that, the audio commentary is so dry and spaced out. It's annoying. There's also another audio commentary with screenwriters Louis Abernathy and Geoff Miller. Now, I really liked this audio commentary because they were always picking on each other, but it was in a playful way. It was playfully digging into each other, and I found that to be enjoyable because they just acted like they were still in the 80s, and sometimes there's nothing wrong with that. I also found out during this audio commentary that the original title for the film was either going to be Claws or Deep 6. I would have gone for Deepstar personally, but even Claws would have been better than the title we got, because how can you make a sequel or even prequel to Deepstar 6 with that title? You'd have to go Deepstar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or Deep 7, or Deepstar 7, or Deepstar 8. It's like, how the heck do you do that? There's also a making of feature called From the Deep, which featured interviews with creature effects and special makeup effects designer Mark Shostrom, creature supervisor Greg Nicotero, and creature artist Robert Kurtzman. Now, they had plenty to say on this Blu-ray, which was really cool. Mark Shostrom discusses not getting a lot of calls after Evil Dead 2 until a few months later. He was already working on several projects, but was offered Deepstar 6 by Carlico, and couldn't resist but work on this big picture. It was big at the time with $8 million. He talks about working with a creature in the water and how it would get waterlogged very easily. Greg Nicotero discusses working with Mark and a bunch of other people on the film. He also talks about going to the first assistant director's swimming pool to test the weight of the creature on the water. He mentions that a stuntman came up with the idea for putting the inner tubes under the creature and then put the head down and then push on the back, so when it came up, it would be a big raw moment, I guess. It was a bursting effect. Robert Kurtzman discusses what the creature was made out of, and how Sean Cunningham had to build suspense to hide the fact that the creature couldn't hide believably from the other characters. He called it out as being a bit rubbish. The survivors, Greg Nicotero and Nancy Everhard, have interviews stating how they pretty much got along very well and seemed to be very down-to-earth people. They talked a good deal about their experiences on the set and how everything felt nice and easy to work around. Water damage. Kane Hodder discusses what it takes to be a stunt coordinator. He also discusses his history with Sean Cunningham while working on around 9 films with each other, and how they work well together, as well as how the big budget helps with not cutting corners on stunts, etc. He also brings up the fact that there were no dangerous stunts on the set of Deepstar 6, and how some of the actors claim how they're okay with water and when they freak out when they actually touch it. They lie. to get into the movie. It happens a lot, actually. I've heard that happen a lot. So there is backup to his claims. He'd get tired of being wet all the time, but kept on top of it by using stunt doubles when absolutely needed, which was not often. A number of the actors and actresses did their own stunts. They were all a pleasure to work with, he says, as well as capable of doing their own stunts. He talks about how he was in the creature suit with a breathing apparatus so he could make the creature slither and move around better. The guy who doubled for Greg Evigan was in the suit more than Kane Hodder was, actually, surprisingly. Hodder went to theaters opening night to see the film. He said it looked like a bigger budget film to him. He thinks it still holds up well. There's also vintage interview clips, original EPK, which is an electronic press kit, BTS footage, image gallery, theatrical trailer, and TV spot. Also, an electronic press kit is footage that gives you a feel for what making and trying to sell this movie was like. There's also a teaser for Deep Rising, which was also released by Kino Lorber. The film looks pretty good. There is some grain to it, but other than that, it doesn't really have any issues. It looks a lot better than the DVD I have. While growing up, I preferred this over Leviathan, because the creature was actually something from deep under the ocean's surface, deep below the ocean floor, and not a mutation or some friendly alien like in Leviathan and the Abyss. I still love this flick and it holds a special place in my heart, but I do think kind of that Leviathan's a better film. Let me know if you would have liked for me to do a Blu-ray review, or an in-depth Blu-ray review, for that matter, for Deep Rising in the comment section below. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I am Brian Gatto, the horror show host. Make sure to like, comment on, as well as share this video. Like my Facebook fan page, and support me on Patreon, where even $1 a month will help keep this channel going on strong, and I'd greatly appreciate it. Plus, you get access to body counts and other music videos that you can't get on YouTube because of copyright and age restriction. Also, hit that notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video, and as always, subscribe.